Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this reading, I'm using the Tarot of the Dream Enchantress, or the Dream Enchantress Tarot, which is kind of it's kind of a quirky deck. It's kind of different. I don't use it that often, but there's something to this deck. It has like a particular charm. There's something about it that that keeps bringing me back to it. Okay, and I am doing this reading outside in my garden. My laundry in the background there. So you might hear some birds or some vehicles, more likely. Okay, so let's get started. I'll start with the first card, and the first card is going to represent Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Ooh, one of my favorite cards. Perhaps my very favorite card of all. So here we have the High Priestess. So we're starting the week off on almost a mysterious kind of mystical note. And the High Priestess invites you to pay attention to your subconscious, pay attention to your dreams, and really indulge that part of yourself that is drawn to, metaphysical things and drawn to the mystery. I've always been drawn to, learning things like tarot and doing things like meditation or dream interpretation or lucid dreaming, all those kinds of mysterious sort of things. And this is what the High Priestess is all about. And the beginning of the week is a wonderful time to really engage in some of those things. In fact, it's almost like the perfect way to start your week off is to almost think of it as consulting your inner High Priestess. So within everyone, is this part of ourselves that is like the High Priestess, this part of ourselves that is, all wise and, knows the mystery and is, very intuitive and mysterious and, perceptive. And, there's a part of you that is very, very, very psychic, and you can engage with this part of yourself, and you can kind of nurture this part of yourself by doing activities like meditation or even like automatic writing. And I would say even art. And I'm getting this feeling that creativity, even though the High Priestess isn't necessarily about creativity, I'm getting this sense that creativity might be a big part of this for us this week. So I think a lot of us can really get in touch with our psychic ability and our intuition and our subconscious through some kind of artistic medium, whether that's writing, painting, dance. There's something about this week that's really calling us to be more creative. And of course, she's reading a book here, and I love reading about metaphysical things, and I feel like that's a great activity to do at the beginning of the week, is to read one of your favorite kind of metaphysical books. Okay, so moving on to the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday-ish, and we've got, I believe this is the World. And the World, is about completion, things coming full circle, but more importantly, it's about opportunities being wide open and having this kind of like wide open feel. If you look at this card, the woman on the card is naked, and she's got like her arms kind of open. It looks like she's got her eyes closed. I'm just gonna bring this closer. Yeah, it looks like she has her eyes closed, and she has really awesome green hair. But the World essentially is about, well, what I'm going to say is you might notice that doors will open for you this week that may have been closed for a long time. So you might notice things opening, things being available, opportunities presenting themselves. And you might notice this happening throughout the week. So not just like one time, but you might notice, you feel like there's more opportunities than normal for you. And the World is encouraging you to be open. Be as open as you can be. This doesn't mean saying yes to everything, but it means, being being open and being willing to, notice the opportunities when they arise, because sometimes we have opportunities and we don't recognize them. So this is about being really open. I'm going to come back to this card because I think there's more here, but I want to move on to the last card, the card of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, we have such a beautiful card. It's Two of Cups. Two of Cups is really like, I think of this card as being kind of like a romance card. It's about, getting together with someone, having romantic feelings, having things go really well in a relationship. So you might have a hot date this weekend. You might meet someone special. It's a very romantic card, and if you're in a relationship, you might, really enjoy spending time with that person. It's a very romantic card to get. It's essentially basically about connecting with someone on an emotional level. And this doesn't have to be romantic, so it could also be about, connecting with a friend. It could be even, career related. It could be about coming together with someone who has similar ideals and similar vision, and kind of working together and complementing each other. But really, I think this card and this deck on this day right now, I think it's about really being with another person and really like being with them in a high quality sort of way. So, really just connecting with their energy, enjoying being in their presence. And sometimes I feel closest to my partner when we're just like sitting on the couch together and we're both like reading separate things and we're not even talking or anything, but I just feel very immersed in their energy and just very much connected to them. And I feel like that's kind of what this card is about. It's about connecting with someone. Now, if you're not in a relationship and maybe you aren't feeling social this weekend, this can also be about really connecting with the world around you. So, being in nature and just like really absorbing it and enjoying it, like being, really still in nature and just like appreciating, the breeze on your skin and appreciating the sunlight and the smells of flowers and plants around you and the sounds of birds chirping and even the sounds of cars driving by if you're like me and you live somewhere where there's lots of traffic. So just, I think this is about falling in love with the present moment. Not to sound too airy-fairy here, but I feel like this is about really connecting with the present moment on a really deep, meaningful level. So taking a step back here, it feels like the beginning of the week is very powerful. We've got the High Priestess. This is really encouraging you to get in touch with, your subconscious and your inner, your intuition and that inner High Priestess within you. And moving on to the middle of the week, doors open. There's a lot of opportunities, and at the same time, the world is about completion. So you might notice like certain things coming to a close, things coming full circle. So maybe tying up some loose ends, finishing some projects, maybe finishing a course or even a book or something like that. It's not like death. It's not like an end, but just kind of like, wrapping something up. And then at the end of the week, the weekend, it's about connecting with other people, connecting with yourself, connecting with the world around you on a deep kind of meaningful level, and just enjoying life and enjoying nature and everything that's around you. And I just want to see if anything else is jumping out at me. It does feel like for most of this week, it's about kind of a solitary journey and going within, discovering yourself. And then once you get to the end of the week, you're in a position to almost go outward with your energy, and it doesn't have to be so introverted and focused on you. This is more about kind of sharing yourself and connecting with other people and other things, other energies out there. So I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch this reading, and I want to invite you to share your own interpretations. If there's something that stands out to you or something that you want to mention, please feel free to add your own interpretation of these cards in the comments below. And once again, my name's Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com, and thanks so much for watching. Have a beautiful week.